Well, good morning, and thank you for being here. My name's Jim Bachmeyer, Vice President for Finance and Administration, and amongst the things I do, athletics is one of those. So um, I'm pleased to announce we've completed our search for a new athletic director, and as you might imagine, a top program like Laker Athletics generates quite a candidate pool. We had folks from all over the country interested. We had an opportunity to interview some of the very best in intercollegiate athletics across the country. So we completed a national search. Many of you know we narrowed it down to 4 candidates. Those 4 candidates came to campus and met with, it must have been 60 people or more in a full-day interview. And I received comments and feedback from 50 or 60 different people. It was an exhaustive process. But at the end, the answer became really quite clear. Keri Becker rose above the rest of the pool. She has significant experience as a competitive and successful coach, and the last 5 years here working with Grand Valley under the mentorship of perhaps one of the finest D2 athletic administrators we'll see in some time. So I have every confidence that Keri will lead this program in its continued success at GVSU as we continue our tradition as the top Division II athletic program in the country. So I'm pleased to introduce to you Keri Becker, the newest athletic director for Grand Valley. And Keri's not going to take question and answer. We'll do that afterwards. But I want to give her an opportunity to make a few comments. So please welcome Keri Becker.
Well, thank you, Jim, for those kind remarks, and thank you, everybody, for being here. It kind of reminds me of my first month I was here at Grand Valley. A short 5 years ago, I spoke at the fall welcome for the Women's Commission, and I teased that it would be standing room only, and sure enough, I have another standing room only. Maybe you're just nosy, but either way, I appreciate everybody being here, and I appreciate and I know everybody has been highly anticipated of this announcement. Lord knows I have. My mother has. So I appreciate everybody being here. It's an exciting time, I think, for all of us in Grand Valley Athletics, because this marks the first day where we can finally start to move forward, and through that, what I think will be a smooth transition over the next 3 or 4 months. So first, I would be remiss not to thank my own parents. They couldn't be here today. My father, may he rest in peace, would be proud to know that I'm standing before you doing something he and I talked about. My mother, she's at the heart doctor. This has been hard on the heart. Not her, not mine, hers. No, she's fine, but she had a doctor's appointment. She couldn't. So she'd be yapping in the back of the room, not hearing anything I'm saying because she can't hear either. But they certainly, I appreciate their, all of our parents, I think, have impact on our lives, and they certainly have provided unconditional love and support, both personally and professionally, for my career. Another person that some of you know, many of you don't, but had a profound impact on my growth from a young buck of 23 years old, entering the world of college athletics, and that's Tom Karinovic. He's the former athletic director at Ferris State University that was with me my entire 15-year career there. He's the one that allowed me to expand my responsibilities beyond the world of coaching and gain, I think, the valuable experiences administratively that let me know that the administration was the next step for me beyond coaching. I do miss coaching every day, don't get me wrong, but I think administration athletically is a way that you can impact even more student athletes beyond your own team. I certainly want to thank President Haas, Vice President Jim Bachmeyer, members of the search committee, turnkey search firm that was involved, and especially many of you that are standing out there today that were involved in the on-campus interview portion of the process. I know that takes a lot of time and commitment, and it's much appreciated. I was talking to Jim earlier in the week, and he mentioned that his directive to turnkey search was to make this the absolute hardest decision possible. He also shared that it indeed was. And given that I've seen the candidates' resumes and got to hear a little bit about them, I'm even more honored and humbled that I was chosen among such a talented group. Next, I want to acknowledge all the athletic directors here at Grand Valley before me. They certainly have been a big part of laying the foundation for where Grand Valley is today, starting with Charles Irwin in the early 60s to Tim Salgo. I think you guys have heard of him. 19 national championships, 174 conference championships, 10 Directors' Cups, 20 President's Cups. That's quite an accomplishment. That's an honor to be a part of it the last 5 years. So that's begged the question by many of you is how are you going to maintain that level of success? And I think Tim would tell you that he didn't do it alone. And so I would echo those sentiments in that what makes this position so appealing is the people that will stand beside me on this campus, and especially in this athletic department that want to see us continue that success. I've often said that none of our greatest accomplishments are done alone, and so as I embark on this new endeavor, that will ring true as well. As I reflect back on almost 5 years ago now when I was hired as the Associate Athletic Director, and after I was here a little bit, people ask me, what makes Grand Valley so darn special? And there's a lot of things that make Grand Valley special, but 3 things pop out to me. First, Tim Salgo's leadership. I've spent the last 20 years in intercollegiate athletics, coupled with 10 years of military experience and a smattering of other experiences that you can read on my resume that gave me the confidence and the background to know I could be an athletic director somewhere. But it's the last 5 years under his leadership where I've learned the things that have been the difference maker for why I'm ready and able to be the athletic director here at Grand Valley. Because it's different. It's special. The X factor here is people. You've heard me talk about it. I'll continue to talk about it. It's our most valuable resource. Tim had a knack for hiring talent. He invested in the development of that talent, and then he created a culture we could all be our best. That'll be no different under my leadership. I believe that is critical to our success today. He also guided us through 3 fundamentals of success that are out in the Champions Lobby. Create the best learning environment possible. Challenge our teams to competitive greatness, and commit the energy necessary for success. I believe those to be true and will remain the fundamentals of success because I think they have a great deal to do with our ability to impact our students' lives by shaping their lives, their professions, and their societies. And in the end, creating real Lakers for a lifetime. So those will remain strong and part of the way we'll go about doing our business in Grand Valley athletics. The third thing is the Grand Valley brand. Grand Valley does everything with excellence in mind. The quality education coupled with the way in which it goes about investing in all of its departments and programs give us the best possible opportunity to create or to attract the talented prospective student athletes that are at the core of our success. So these are just a few of the things that I'll emulate within my own leadership style. I'll honor and embrace the traditions. I'll keep our strengths strong. And over time, make decisions for our staff, our coaches, and our student athletes that will give them the best opportunity for continued competitive success. Thank you.